Cheers to episode 169.
I have water.
Nice cup. Nice cup, Evan.
It's the
A
tropical
lot going on that cup.
taste.
Custom made?
Nope, not custom made. This is a sticker.
You just put that.
This is
sticker
part of
on.
the
Made at the
cup.
Sports Hut.
This is part of the cup.
You just wanted the tires to be known as the arrows.
It's just, I have an arrow sticker. I'm going to add it onto it.
All right.
Hell yeah.
And what do you have there? New
Um,
purchase?
The Oberon Sunshine Pack. This is the tropical shandy flavor.
You didn't like them.
I've only tried the lemonade one.
You didn't
This is
like
the
that
second
one,
one I've tried. No, it was good.
but didn't love it.
I think the hard part with these is that it's trying to be like a seltzer in a beer's body. I think that's the hard part for these drinks when they try to go fruity. Like, I would rather drink a seltzer that's designed to be fruity, whereas sometimes beer and fruity don't mix great.
See,
You know what I'm saying? Like a blue, what's the one? A Blue Moon with an orange. So good. But that's because it's like a hint of orange as like an actual fruit. It's not like an orange flavored beer. Yeah. The
I
only one
see.
I haven't had yet is the cherry limeade, which I think could be wild. That seems like an aggressive flavor to mix with a ale.
yeah, I don't know if that'll work. Good luck, though.
So we'll see. Got some high noons in there too if I need them. Tonight is Sunday, June 2nd, 7:54 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:54 p.m. Central Time. Alex hasn't had dinner yet, so he's hungry. So we're going to keep on our good pace so he can eat tonight. Taco Bell later before you go to bed.
You can't put Taco Bell in your body right before you go to sleep. Everybody knows that.
Yep. Unless it's like it's Friday or Saturday night and you're drunk.
Yeah, and you'll still regret it.
Watch me do it in Chicago in 2 weeks. Watch me.
I don't know if there's any Taco Bells nearby.
Right. There's no Taco Bells in the city of Chicago.
Yeah, I don't know. We're not downtown, so who knows?
And for this week's Troy Weaver got fired. That's pretty big.
Parted ways.
Get him out. Yeah, I said that actually at work when I saw the news come through. I said, if I ever get fired from a job, it will never be a public.
Ways.
It'll never be a public press release. But I really hope they don't phrase it like that. I hope they just say Grant got fired. We didn't like what he was doing. Like, just don't beat around the bush. You don't need to say we parted ways. We mutually agreed to go different ways. Just say you fired me. It's fine. I can take it. Besides
There's
that,
like legal reasoning, I think, behind the parted versus firing.
like
compensation
bonuses
based.
and
Money to the contract.
that makes sense. Like Mel Tucker
Like
got
buyout.
fired.
Correct. And then you
Yeah.
had to sue to try to get his money, and he didn't get it.
I wonder what Brenda Tracy's doing right now.
Mel's getting a divorce. You saw that.
I would say that's a logical conclusion to that case. Yeah, that would make sense.
His ex-wife, I guess now, is also suing him for he was using their funds for his divorce battle or something. I don't know. Not supposed to do that, I guess. Like, was using their shared funds for his attorneys and stuff.
I hope
I don't know.
I hope she wins that little slingshot ride he used to go around campus in.
I think Michigan State owns that, not him.
I would love if we had an inside source that could get us that playbook that Mel had called like the Mel Tucker brand. That was the funniest detail that came out of this whole fiasco, is that he had like a laminated book of like how he wanted to be portrayed in public and in the media. That would be a comical read if someone could get their hands on that and float it our way. Like a PDF. I would love to read.
Complete horn dog.
It's probably out there.
It has to be somewhere. What a crazy move.
Crazy move looking back because of what happened.
Yeah, in the moment, we came on here after that game. We said Kenneth Walker, Saquon, and Mel Tucker might be the next guy. He might just be the guy.
Could not be more incorrect.
In 20 years from now, we'll be like, oh, no, I always knew he was a front runner grifter. No, we need to remind ourselves and humble ourselves that we were fully bought in. We bought the Trevor Moad books, RIP, neutral thinking, chop, chop, chop. Yeah, that was it. Ivan never bought into neutral thinking. He actually hated it and wanted to choke out.
Ivan was at least on that.
Oh, those are good times. When you just be like, stop.
So stupid.
Not everything needs to be neutral.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it anymore, so it's okay.
On this show, we'll get into a little bit about the Troy Weaver being fired. Alex put together the show doc. This is the least prepared for a show I've ever been in my life. So he just edited the bullet points I'm looking at.
I put it done 10 seconds.
You wrote Tigers stink.
10 seconds.
So that's his thoughts on the Tigers.
Just figured you guys would want to tell someone that they're pretty bad.
They won 2 out of 3 in Boston, didn't they?
Boston's pretty bad.
I think 2 out of 4. That was
50,
a rare
50.
4-gamer, I think.
Jesus Christ.
Alex is going to get to the bottom of it.
I guess so.
Can you guys hear that loud?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I have loud keyboard.
It's so funny.
2 out of 4.
2 out of 4.
Yeah. NBA, NHL Finals. We'll get Alex's thoughts on any NBA stuff since he couldn't join us last week. The NCAA video game I put down, have a couple questions about that now that it's almost here and we got like a full gameplay trailer. And then last but not least, should be pretty fun.
I saw the worst gameplay mode that everybody's going to hate or going to try to turn off. Just watched it. Like this afternoon.
Are you sure? If you saw it on TikTok, it might not be real.
I'm pretty sure it was through like
their like gameplay thing.
Yeah.
Oh, their injury thing.
Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah. There's no way people are going to keep that on.
Yeah, I'm going to turn that off.
Yeah.
Injuries off. Fatigue off.
This is their own account. Yeah.
Your
their own verified account.
Yeah, the injuries are probably it's going to be like you get tackled one time and then like by the fourth quarter your guy throws a deep ball like 4 yards. So it's going to be stupid. That will not happen. I will be turning that off.
Your best versus my best. 100 stamina.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, we're not.
What was that thing we used to do?
Fatigued throughout the game based on hits. Where's my offensive line?
That's the NCAA 14 where we used to turn off the minimum speed threshold to the very bottom, so the faster players were actually faster. Yeah, we definitely would hack the game a little bit to help us out.
The new game does look kind of like the players are moving in slow motion, but that could just be me.
It looks like it's going to take me like 3 months to understand everything that's in the game, which is a little overwhelming, if I'm being honest.
You guys are going to wake up on me before I even get to play.
Well, we'll get to that. I have some thoughts about what I might do for this game. I'm not sure exactly yet, but that's a little teaser. Lastly, we're going to do a golf snake draft.
This Grant's obsessed with golf now.
Because I'm obsessed with golf. We talk about golf. Summer recaps involve golf. Evan started his league. Plays tomorrow night, I imagine, right? Hell yeah. Alex golfs every week. So, we'll get to that at the end. Before we get into all that, though, on episode 169, Alex, how have you been?
Been pretty good. Thanks for asking.
Hey, don't mention it.
What have I done? Well, I wasn't on last week's show.
The way he said that sounded like you just like made a huge mistake. What have I done?
So I wasn't here last week.
Correct.
So the week before Memorial Day weekend, I went to Dallas, Texas. Visited my sister and her boyfriend. Hung out there. Went to some bars. Some good stuff. Also went to Fort Worth, Texas. So I think everything we all thought Texas was, and then I moved here and we're like, oh, Texas is not very tough. Fort Worth is what we imagined Texas to be.
Okay.
Longhorns in the street. Everyone wears cowboy boots and hats. Donald Trump stickers everywhere.
Tough week
My
for
Uber
them.
driver gave the bird to a couple people.
Mm.
My Uber was in a Ford F-150. I don't know how many times that's happened before, but not many. So just a very Texas-like town. Well, but it was a good time. Fun. Nothing too notable.
Are they right next to each other? Because everyone always says Dallas-Fort Worth area. Are they like 15 minutes away? What are we talking?
Like 40. Well, like 25. So let me back up. My sister lives in Frisco, which is north of Dallas, like 35 minutes.
What college is there? Isn't there a college there or no?
In Frisco?
Yeah. Why does it sound familiar? I'm thinking of Waco, idiot. Baylor, Frisco. Okay. Frisco, Texas.
Frisco. The only thing like notable there, I guess, is the PGA headquarters are there. They're like new course and headquarters are there.
Okay.
Not the PGA Tour, PGA. Different things. And they live like right on it. So that's where we were. So like 30 minutes north of downtown Dallas. And then I think Fort Worth is east of downtown Dallas, like 30 minutes. So they're all in like a little like triangle. I think TCU is TCU in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's
Well, the one girl goes there. Haley Van Lith.
And then SMU is in Dallas. Yeah. And I think
Pony
there's some
Excess.
other, like little ones. But like the Stars and Mavs, they play in downtown Dallas. And then I think the Cowboys play in like
Arlington,
which is like the other side. It's very confusing. Everyone just calls the whole thing Dallas, but it is definitely not just Dallas. But it's pretty cool. It's a nice town, nice area. Dallas is nice.
Nice area.
Frisco's nice.
Nice area.
Fort Worth is very cowboy like. They have a cool strip called the Stockyards, and it's just like 50 bars and on a street, and everybody just walks. Oh, in Fort Worth, just in general, open intox, fully legal. Just drink and walk around anywhere.
Come on.
Kind of wild. Yeah. So there's
That's what you said
so
was
Sunday.
Mini Nashville.
Yeah, it was very like that. You just walk bar to bar to bar, no covers. Expensive once you're in though. And then every bar in there was like line dancing. So I just didn't know how to do that.
Who'd you dance with?
Yeah,
Did you get a
it.
picture under this sign?
No. But that like cattle thing they did right there, they do that every day.
Every day?
Shut up. Yeah,
Someone
shut
told
up.
me they do that
Every day.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's
Bullshit.
excessive. Who'd you dance with, like Evan said? Who'd you dance with?
No one.
You didn't try to line dance once.
Line dances with a partner?
Yeah?
There's like one other one they call two-step. What is that?
Yeah.
There's
That's
one with a
Do-si-do?
partner, and then there's one.
I think two steps with a partner. I think line dance can be solo.
All right, I did not attempt the partner. No partner. And then I did attempt the line dance twice, and it's just so confusing. You just don't know what you're doing. There's like, so I was asking this dude about it because he was like, just knew every single song, every like different songs. And he's like, yeah, there's like a general foundation of what you do, no matter the song. Basically, like you face one way, turn the other way, turn around. It's like you're going a big clock. But then people like add their own touches to like different songs. But like everyone's touches were the exact same. So I was like, I don't know how you guys all just know this. Needless to say, there's a lot more people that just watch everyone dancing than there are actually dancing because no one knows what's going on.
So it's like the Cupid Shuffle in a way. Like there's a foundation.
They did do that one, and I did that because I know how to Cupid Shuffle.
Hell yeah.
Cupid shuffle.
That's what I did last weekend. And then this week, what did I do? I had a basketball game.
First one.
Ballin'.
How'd it go?
No, not my first one.
Bang!
Third game.
You didn't listen, did you? We talked about you, actually, how you'd be doing at your rec league.
Oh, I did not listen. What did you guys say?
I think we said good things to start, and they're like, no, he probably just got his pocket picked over half court.
Happy to report through 3 games. I have 1 turnover. But
two. That's what self-diagnosed stats too.
No, there's real stats. Why don't you believe me? Why do you always shit on me every week? Do you always find something new?
You also said you could score on LeBron James. That's where we're going with this.
Oh, that's not exactly what was said, but irrelevant. My 1 turnover was pretty bad, so I will explain it. We were up 4, 30 seconds left. They have the ball. So I'm telling everyone, no threes. No threes. Don't foul. So my team just guards no one, just a free layup. All right, 2-point game.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 7 seconds left. I take the ball out. I'm looking to pass it in. No one is moving around. Like everyone's just standing there. We have no timeouts. None. So in my head, quickly, I'm thinking, do I take a 5-second call or just chuck it? I don't know what the play is here. Last second, right before I'm deciding, one of my teammates starts sprinting up the floor. So I just chucked it. Didn't see the linebacker. Intercepted. Guy gets it. Wide open 3. Like no one around.
For the
top
win.
of the key. Luckily, brick. I got the rebound. Got fouled. Made my free throws. So I had all made up for it. But near disaster. That was my 1 turnover. It's pretty tough. Bad turnover. Last game, we won by 10. This week, Tuesday, won by 10. Team we played were called the Assets.
Interesting.
They were like finance bros, and they were really bad. One dude was wearing double knee braces, like the full shebang, could barely move around. So we didn't have much trouble with them. What else did I do this week? I did.
Well, what's your like Rusilla life advice? People write in. What's your like player comp for league so far? Like, what do you consider yourself through 2 games?
I'm the leading rebounder. Who would have thought?
Okay. I already know your guy based on that.
Who?
You're Josh Hart. You got a little Josh Hart?
I don't have that much offensive game. I'm not creating off the dribble and hitting mid ranges. Like this is not happening.
Okay.
I think I have it through 3 games. I think I have 15 points. I think I average 5 points a game. Not even
5 with rebounds.
Probably like someone really shitty.
What do you play like the 4?
Do I play the 4?
I don't know what the height on your team's like.
I'm the shortest one on the team. But I'm playing probably like the 2 guard.
Do you play point guard?
6'5". We have like a 6'5" point guard that is like by far the best player on the team. We've only had 5 or 6 guys every time I've played, so I also have to play like the entire game. Let me tell you.
So you're a 2 guard that rebounds a lot and scores 5 points a game. You're like Thabo Cephalosha.
Sure. I think
Wasn't that the dude?
50% from 3, so not bad.
Or no, who was the guy was it Andre Robeson? Who was the guy on the Thunder teams on 2K that like could not shoot and he was the 2 guard?
Robeson.
Okay, so you're Robeson.
But I'm 50% from 3 on 4 attempts.
Well, whenever Wyatt played with Andre Robeson, he always knocked down a couple threes. So I think you're Andre Robeson.
I don't know. I'm just there to get a sweat in, and I like winning. So as long as we win, I don't really care.
He was all defense second team in 2017, though. I don't think you're that.
I mean, I'm playing okay defense, but only because I'm not trying much on offense. I have to contribute somehow. I basically don't even touch the ball on offense most of the time, unless I get a rebound. And that's where all my points come from. I get boards and then just throw it back up. No one boxes.
This
out,
was
so it's pretty easy.
This was Thabo's best year. He had 6.6 points per game and 5.1 rebounds per game. I feel like that is pretty.
Well, I had 15 boards in the first game. Just 15
Impossible.
rebounds. That's
That can't
serious.
be.
Then there's this dude on the side. He's there at every game. He records our games for whatever reason. It's over, and then and I think he shows his AAU team. And afterwards, he's like, "Oh my god, I got to show my AAU team your willingness to get on the glass."
What?
Dude. Yeah. I literally did
playing
nothing else the first game. I had 15 boards, no points, no assists in the first game.
Tony Snell.
Well, Tony Snell had no stats. I was at least contributing. Sort of, I guess. I don't know. I
We
was just
need to have
one crashing.
that guy on the show.
The guy that records the games.
Yeah, let's ask him to come on sometime.
He looks like David Goggins.
That's intimidating.
He's always trying to coach our team up. It's kind of funny.
What the?
So yeah, that's basketball. I'm probably the worst player on the second worst player on the team. But our team's really good. So is that really that bad? I don't know. We only had 5 players too, so it's Only other thing I did this week was did some community service. Good for the soul. Work mandated, but still did it.
We'll leave that detail out.
Food bank. Got to sort some food. Saw some nasty food donations. Someone donated shrimp chips.
Ew.
Shrimp chips.
Ew.
Nasty. Some real gross stuff, people. I don't even know where some of these people buy this food. Not surprised it's getting donated.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, where are you getting this?
Yeah. No, I can. There was one I had to do through work too, and there were some crazy food options that were passed down to that place. It was like Mountain Dew flaming hot Doritos or something. I was like, this is would kill somebody.
Also, the rules of what food you keep. It's 36 months after the expiration date, it's good to go. I'm like, seems kind of crazy, kind of risky. Someone's eating 2-year-old expired Cheetos.
Oh my god, we got breaking news. Bum 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 bum. Spencer Torkelson has been optioned to AAA Toledo.
Oh wow.
Great segue into the
for Malloy.
Oh,
this was the drink that they had. They just had over 500 bottles of this flaming hot Mountain Dew.
He's disgusting.
I think the grossest thing I saw was it was ham in a can.
Spam.
No,
spam.
Not spam would be luxurious compared to this stuff. It just said on the container, just said ham. And then you shake this can and it's just full of liquid.
I just got the shivers on my spine. Oh,
dude, it was nasty.
Was it the celebrity thing right here?
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Look at this. Look at the picture of it opened up.
It was so
looks
gross.
like spam.
Dude, you shake it, it's just straight liquid in there. It's just chunky liquid.
You just gave me this. Oh my god, my body just
boneless cooked ham with natural juices, gelatin
Tell
added.
you what, if I was homeless and I needed food, I'm not eating that. Give me something else.
Celebrity ham.
Ugh, nasty, dude. Nasty. Gelatin.
Stuff.
There was gelatin in it.
Jello ham.
Dude, but also some people are donating way too nice of stuff. Someone donated 60
Did you pocket it?
No, I mean we all talked about it, but we did not do that. This is Gatorade. You guys seen those Gatorade pods that you shove on the bottle and then it flavors your water?
Yeah.
Someone gave 60 of those unopened, brand new boxes. I'm like, why? Drink these. Whatever though. Nice.
I'm gonna send something.
Homeless people have those nice Gatorade bottles to do it. So
oh, that's a good point. I'm gonna send a mean text. I just want Evan to know.
Oh, thumbs down. We can get the fastest thumbs down of all time.
Torkelson.
That's the best I could come up with on the spot.
It's pretty funny.
I hope he does well. I hope he finds the swing that he needs. I'm glad Malloy's up. All right. Well, that was about as eventful as you could make a community service trip sound. So good content there, Alex.
No problem.
Hey,
Evan, what did you do?
Hey, Evan.
I was on the podcast on Tuesday, so since then I haven't done much.
This is
5
John
days.
from Bluefield Hills. Just curious what you did since Tuesday.
Wednesday, I think I had a game Wednesday at home.
Oh, baseball's over.
Travel baseball's just getting started.
Oh my god.
I think I had a game Wednesday, and then Friday, school's out for the summer.
School.
Did you throw your papers in the hallway?
I did. I screamed like a little schoolgirl. Golf Friday after school on a half day.
Where?
Hell yeah.
Where?
At the local course.
You would just shoot.
We just did a 2-man scramble.
You.
I was invited, and I didn't really care. I actually played really, really well.
Bad day to not keep
Hell
the
yeah.
score.
Correct, I didn't keep score, but based off of my team score, I was 75% of it. And then this weekend, had a baseball tournament in Grass Lake. And that basically took up all day on Saturday and Sunday. Today was a long day. We were the 1 seed, and then we just didn't get rewarded for being the 1 seed. We played at 9 a.m., sat 1, played 2 more games. So we played 3 games today.
Wow. That's a lot for a Sunday. Normally, I feel like 2 is the max you play on a Sunday.
Yep. So got home not that long ago, and here we are. And then turn around next week is a super busy week for games and tournaments, but travel baseball season full swing. Here we go.
Grant, what'd you do?
When's the South Carolina trip, Evan?
My PTO has been issued and finalized for the podcast end of June. Leave the 22nd, 21st around there, and then that whole following week.
Wow.
Big
Full week down there. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we get back. I get back from Chicago, work for 4 or 5 days, and then instantly just go back on vacation.
Bad day to be a baseball in South Carolina that week.
Yeah, it's going to be so much fun. Not much baseball is going to be had, but I'm going to have so much fun. I'm on vacation mode.
Vacation Evan is dangerous.
I'm just going to be ripping shots at the bar at 2 a.m.
I might.
Looking for tail. Showing up like Buttermaker drunk to your game the next day, hungover.
Hey, Grant. It's Gerald calling from Sand Creek. Just wanted to know what you did this week.
The Aggies, I haven't thought about Sand Creek. I actually forgot they existed as a town until you just said that.
I don't know why it came to my head.
Wow.
I was just trying to think of
What a
really
throwback.
Down home, Crickish Downs. Sand Creek.
Sand Creek, dude.
Sandy Cheeks Creek.
Marissa went on a bachelorette party in Virginia this weekend.
Boys Week.
Boys weekend, which means I had Burger King. That's a headliner from the weekend.
I saw that picture.
Yeah.
Gross.
Have it your way.
I feel like shit today.
No, I stand by their burgers are good. Their fries are so terrible. If they fix their fry recipe, they'd actually be decent.
No, they're a joke of an establishment.
Cover your ears, Connor, but the fries problem is that they're not skinny, but they're not large. They're like a weird middle ground, which is the worst size, I would say. And then they're not crispy, but they're not overly mushy. They're like a weird middle consistency that's just
really,
not good. They don't
really
play
bad.
any of the strengths. But the Coke was great. Fountain Coke was good, and the burger's good. They put a lot of mayo and ketchup on that burger, which I enjoy.
Oh,
Yeah. In reality, though, a lot of golf, but not playing. Basically, it was fine. I went to the range yesterday for maybe 2 hours. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe
you've been spending a lot of time there. You
Two and a-
texted us that you were going.
What a beautiful
and you sent
day
a picture
yesterday,
at
Grant.
8
I'm
p.m.
glad. I'm happy you were at the range for that for yesterday.
It was a little rainy towards the end. It was nicer in the middle of the day.
In the evening, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a good 2.5 hours, I think, because
grinding the short game or what?
it was everything. The problem was I got there, was doing my warm up with my irons, and they were so horrendous. To back it up, I was watching golf YouTube videos the night before, which probably made me overthink everything I was doing. I was trying to get better. And some of my best hits were the best hits I've ever had in my entire life. Like the ball flight was even better than I could imagine, but it was so inconsistent and like the misses were atrocious. So my iron shots took way too long, and then I needed time to do my driver. My driver ended up being better, which was good because I couldn't hit my driver at all a couple weeks ago. And then, I spent a lot of time hitting bump and run shots in the short game area, which are, I think, going to be some of my go-tos now because I just don't need to have any fancy chips really in my bag as much as possible. Just hit the nice and easy putting stroke chips was what I was working on, which was pretty consistent. Bunker? Any bunker tips? I can't get out of a bunker. I can't.
Smack the sand with the bottom of your club.
Swing hard. Swing
I
hard.
hate that, though.
Don't be
Swing hard.
Even if you hit it thin and it goes 50 yards over,
At least you're out.
The thought that people always say in any like video you watch pros do it, they're always like, yeah, you got to hit like one ball behind the ball, like you hit the sand before the ball. I like mentally that like messes up my entire swing.
Oh,
like,
I don't go ball behind it. I mentally think like I'm gonna hit the shadow of the ball. Like you have your ball.
Well, you just have to remember.
I'm hitting the shadow right underneath it, like right behind it.
You should watch. There's a video on YouTube. Don't get down a YouTube rabbit hole here, but there's a Tommy Fleetwood short game.
I watched that. I watched it.
Good.
Come on, Alex, he already did it.
But he said he hit behind the ball, and I can't like mentally. There's a block.
Yeah, but he also said the sand takes the ball out. Your club doesn't. Your club doesn't even like make contact with the ball. You have to hit the sand. Sand takes it out.
Is there any way to just pick?
Hard.
Is there any way just to like pick the ball out of the bunker, like pick it cleanly?
No.
Just no. Damn it!
That'll never work. You're better off taking if the lip isn't too big, you can take your putter and putt it out.
Just ride the wave.
When it gets real dark and you can't hit bunker shots in high school golf, I've definitely hit putters.
Just go to the side. Just don't even try it after the hole. Just go to the side.
Get it out.
Just chip to the side.
Do you guys, when you hit your bunker shots, is it more like a bump and run type chip where everything's stiff, or is it more wristy?
Not
it's
even
more
close.
wrist.
It's
Are
like
you using your wrist?
Full swing.
Yes.
I'm
full swing.
I'm getting under it and I'm wristing.
Like there's wrist action in that swing.
Like I'm like my
shorter sand shot, Grant. So like let's say you're pin side and you have a shorter one. You want the ball in the front of your stance so that pops it up a little bit. Longer sand shot, middle stance. Middle stance.
I mean, if you have like 20 yards,
if you're I'm not saying that, Alex. I'm saying like if you're on the green, but you're in the bunker, but the pin is like on the opposite side of the green.
We're not there yet for Graham. We're trying
towards the middle of your stance. Yeah, that's going to help them get it out.
Or send it over.
The 60 degree?
What? Yeah. What club are you using in there?
So I had a 60 degree in my hand.
It really depends on the bounce of your club too.
I either have
I only have a 56. I don't have a 60 degree, so I'm always.
Some are really designed that they won't get through a bunker.
Okay.
Especially if the sand is firm.
I only have a 60 degree or a 50 degree. That's the gap I'm working with. So
a sand wedge is a 56 degree. But I mean, you should be able to get. I use a 60 in the bunker, and I have no problems. So.
Do you guys open the face like Tommy Fleetwood in that video had that place like face like flat, which was very intimidating.
I open it up. I don't do extreme. I open it up a little bit.
I open it wide open.
And then I think he said,
trying to hit a cut.
Yeah, like out to in, and you almost like slice across it.
Yeah, I come
cut the shadow right behind it.
And just goes up.
Cut the shadow behind the ball. That could be a good visual.
It's an incredible feeling.
And you swing hard.
Swing hard.
If you decel, your club just hits the sand, gets stuck, and then you bounce it and blade it.
You take the club up pretty high on your backswing?
Yeah. Full swing. I literally take a full swing.
Damn.
At least it feels like that to me. I mean, I've never watched myself. I think I have one video of myself hitting a bunker shot. Wildcat mistook it, and it was like 2014.
And then I putted a long time. I was basically going through like every grip you could think of and just trying to see what was comfortable and consistent.
So the putting's still bad? I think you're just in your head about that.
I think I'm too hard on myself. Like, I think I obviously know the averages that get thrown out where like, yeah, you like people, even the best do miss 6-footers, 5-footers. It's just for me, I don't know. I feel like sometimes either it's my alignment or something, but like I'm starting balls that don't even have a chance. Like they're just left or right from the jump off my club. And I'm like, that's a problem. Like I at least need to be looking like I have
lag putter, Grant. Lag putter. I'm not trying to make this. I'm trying to get it close. Like I'm playing with somebody and they're like, yep, that's good. Good putt.
I think Grant's too guidey with his putter. He really like tries to like push it to the hole.
Dude, I'm
hitting a putt.
I'm telling you, Alex, there was a stretch though, and I know I'm trying not to do this.
You're not putting one-handed. It's so stupid.
No. No. I remember I did that once, didn't I? There was one summer I experimented.
You did it for a whole round, and I was like, what are we doing?
All right, so this might be worse. But people do have done this on tour. I think Sergio did this.
Looking at the eye?
Looking at the hole.
That's not. No. I told you can't do that.
Looking at the hole while you're putting?
That's insane.
Yeah.
Like while you're starting your swing, you're just looking at the hole.
You know how many good golfers
Yes, you're looking at the hole when you putt.
100?
Grant, you're not
a lot
to do that.
Probably half of a person.
No. I'm just listen, I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I'm just saying I hit balls.
Do it then.
I hit balls for like an hour and a half, and then I did that towards the end just to see, and I just drained like 3 8-footers in a row. Like they were just beautiful.
At this point, it's just so dumb. That doesn't make any sense.
Can I tell you, when I miss it, it's bad. It's not great. But when I make it, like my speed on those putts, because there's something in my brain, I don't know, is a block. My speed, if I don't look at the hole, it's so off. It's so not consistent. If I at least am looking at the hole, my speed's always pretty good because I know like I'm looking at it. I know as I'm swinging how hard that needs to be.
You just need to practice more, dude. You just don't know what 8 feet is. You need to learn how far to take it back to hit a certain speed. You just don't have any. You have no experience. You can't look at the hole when you putt. That's so stupid. It'll never work. What are you going to do on a 55-footer? Oh, I see it.
Well,
and then you're going to whiff. And you're going to miss your putt. Or you're going to top.
You never whiff. You never whiff. It's impossible to whiff if you've putted enough. It's not.
You're going to hit it off the toe, or you're going to hit it on a little bit on the heel. It's just going to be bad. You can't do that.
But lag putter. Just get it close.
No.
I will agree with you on
shutting this down. You're not putting like that.
I will agree with you on the 55-footers where, like, yes, there is a time where you have to look at it. When you're in town this summer, I would like for you just to see me hit putts with it and just get your honest thoughts, because I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I just think if you saw it,
what you do, that's bad.
Well, most recently, what I think is best for me with consistency is left hand low. I think that keeping my left arm straight helps me a lot. I get too handsy if my hands are like tight, like a normal. So left hand low is what I'm going to try to do next rounds I play and see how it goes.
Metronome. Just get
I don't know. I just don't feel athletic. Putting is tough for me because I just feel so unathletic when I do it. Except when I look at the hole. When I look at the hole, I feel like I'm shooting a jump shot in basketball. It feels so easy. It's like I'm looking at my target. I'm shooting a gun, shooting a bow and arrow, hitting a baseball. I'm looking at what's coming at me.
Did you guys get my bunker shot?
I did. Already watched it.
I saw a movie coming, but I haven't looked at it.
was pretty small back in the day.
Man, you could have started a TikTok back in the day and this could have really just taken off. Hit a bunker shot with me.
I remember Wyatt was like, dude, let's do a slow-mo bunker shot.
Wyatt took this?
Yeah. All right. It was like 8 p.m. in Raisin Valley. We were just messing around.
That's good stuff.
I use a lot of wrist there. I don't swing like that anymore, but it's very clear that I hit behind the ball.
I'm going to try to swing just like that next bunker shot.
Just flick your wrist at the
And then I'm going to make my 5-footer while I look at the hole.
All right. Whatever you need to do, man. Maybe you should get a belly putter.
Dude, I think I should. I think that's what I need.
I think you just need to stick with one thing and practice because you don't just get good at it after like 3 putts. You just keep thinking that you're going to take 4 iron swings and then be Tommy Fleetwood.
I also
It's
can't
just
read
not
it.
happening.
I also can't read a green well to save my
Practice.
life.
You need to play. You need to go play golf, like real golf, and go out there and play all the time. That's the only way to get good.
Yeah.
You're not going to be good being a range warrior.
It's my next step. But I had to do the range stuff.
Carl's Golfland going every week and hitting 400 balls and could make you worse if you're doing things wrong.
Could make it better.
I don't
Could make
disagree
it
with you.
better.
I had to do all that because I completely changed my swing from like the ground up. So I kind of had to.
No, yeah, you're in the beginning stages. But go play golf. Go play for real.
I will tell you though, some of those drivers on Saturday, were sweet.
I'm happy for you.
Some were terrible. Don't get me wrong. But some were like actually legit.
Month and a half.
So we're gonna start our own YouTube channel. Grant trying to break 100.
Yeah.
Trent broke 90, and he stinks. So I think you can do it.
He's also going to see John Tillery. So if
He's also really, really like unathletic and bad.
He was a great high school football player. You would watch your mouth.
He has a very unathletic golf swing. It's miraculous he broke 90, honestly.
Yeah, that was pretty much it for me. So we said at the top, Troy Weaver got fired for the Pistons. We didn't really talk about it with Cody because we ran out of time. We wanted to rank Big Ten QBs. Alex, who are you top QBs in the Big Ten off the top of your head?
I mean, are there any even good quarterbacks in the Big Ten? Dylan Gabriel's probably up there. If I could bring in the new teams, don't know who USC's quarterback is.
Miller Moses.
Who UCLA's quarterback is. Washington, don't know who their quarterback is.
Transfer, Will Rogers.
Oh, he's all right. The Howard kid from Ohio State is pretty decent, I guess. I'm not going to say Orgy because he hasn't played any football.
This was the list we reacted to.
Here we go. Number 1 makes sense. I think 3 should be 2. 2 should be 3. Miller Moss does not deserve to be 4. I don't even know who that is.
Non-ball, no routes.
4. Get Dylan Raiola out. He's a freshman. He's going to suck. Tyler Van Dyke could be 4, I guess. He's like okay at Miami, right?
Yeah.
And then,
Evan hates him. Evan hates
exactly.
TVD.
Childs and Orgy, I think, they've at least played a little bit. I would put them above the freshmen that are on there.
All right.
But, I mean, not a great quarterback league based
No.
on this list. Very
No.
bad. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of potential there, but who knows what's actually going to happen.
Yeah. I was just curious your thoughts. We talked about that.
Where'd you guys put Childs?
I was doing Spartan Slappy Grant, and I said you could argue that he should be top 5.
Yeah, I'm here for that.
Like 5th. I would, and then I got my overreaction take was I would put Drew Aller below him based on ceiling because I know what Drew Aller is, and he's not good in big games.
Ceiling, yes.
He hasn't been good. I should say he
Aller
could
will
be.
probably be better.
Drew Aller could hit his peak this year, and we could all be wrong. But his coach might get fired before the season starts. So who knows what's going to happen with Drew Aller?
Should get fired.
Should get fired. Anyways, the Pistons, they got rid of Weaver. Trajan Langdon is our new guy that's in charge of basketball. I don't know if anyone has any thoughts. My only thoughts when I saw the hire was, I don't know. The Pelicans do have a nice young roster. I don't know how involved he was. People said he was in charge of some of the drafts. I don't know. I'm going to give him a chance, but I'm not drinking any sort of Kool-Aid. I think it's more exciting that we're moving on from Weaver than it is that Langdon's a stud. I guess we got to find out if he's good or not.
Yeah, I have no excitement with this franchise, but it is a step in the right direction. I'm happy that hopefully we won't have 11 centers on our 12-man roster.
Do we think that Monty still being the coach means he's going to survive the offseason, or do we think Monty is still up in the air?
Paid him a bajillion dollars. I don't think he's a bad coach. I just don't think he cares at all, which I guess makes you bad. Maybe
he'll care more this year because last year, like, he really didn't want to be coaching, and it was essentially like he took a year off because they lost 25-something games in a row. So maybe this year he'll be like, all right, yeah, I'm ready to actually give it my all for this team. I don't know.
It's hard to be optimistic.
Yeah. But
Zion's a Piston. So
what I hope happens with this Pelicans dude, I hope he doesn't just ride out another year, like wanting to see what he has, because that's just going to suck for our patience. Like, I want him to make moves this offseason that are drastic. But a lot of new people are like, I want to see what I have so I can buy myself some time. Yeah, he's not going to do what?
He's not going to, like, make a bunch of big moves and make us a playoff. Don't kid yourself.
Don't say that. No, they might backfire, but I want new people on the team. I want people traded.
There has to be new players on the team. We have like 4 players on our team right now.
The core of our team is all sub 25. It's basically the same group. If he doesn't do anything different, it's just going to be a draft pick.
Well, then we'll win 11 games again.
Like, our starting 5, if he doesn't trade any of them, is like already set, and they're all under 25.
Who do you want him to trade, though?
I would be comfortable trying to trade
everyone but Cade.
I would probably trade Duren, not because I don't like him. I like him a lot, but centers are more expendable than any other position in the NBA. So I would try to trade him for something. If that meant packaging Ivy too, I could convince myself. I still like Ivy a lot, but you need someone that can shoot.
What do you think you could get Ivy and Duren and the 5th pick? Who do you think you could get for that?
Kyle Kuzma.
That's terrible.
That's not great.
You could get Kyle Kuzma for sure.
Could you get DeJounte Murray for something like that?
No. And why would you want another point guard?
Well, I think the Pistons need a point guard. That's my thought. I want Cade to be not have to be a point guard.
You could get Chris Paul for a bag of pickle chips.
Yeah, like, he'd be a good addition. I'm in the camp. I know. I would like someone like a Mike Conley to play alongside Cade. I think that would help him. I think it's a lot to do for Cade.
Paul, as a big Chris Paul fan, is way too old. He can't even move. Mike Conley's still good.
No, I want old guys. I'm tired of the under 25. I'm tired of our entire team being sub 25. It sucks.
So what can we get for that package? Jaylen Brown level player?
No.
Tyrese Maxey?
Absolutely not.
Tarek White?
No.
You don't think we can get Maxey for that? 2 players in a top 5 pick?
Absolutely not. He's like a max contract player.
What about... We should have signed Jalen Brunson, dude. What were we doing?
I don't know.
I guess that works for the Knicks, so we had no chance.
We had a lot of mistakes. So who's that kid from Bowling Green, Alex? You said if they draft him, that you're done.
God. That can't be real. I thought it was a joke that he was even in.
He's Arntellum's nephew. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Did you watch that?
Yeah, I watched parts of it.
He averaged like 0.8 points per game on 21% shooting, and then he wrote this terrible bio.
He declared.
He wrote a bio like, I'm team player. I will be good basketball player. It's like the second grader wrote it. It's horrendous. So he's dumb and can't play basketball. And he thinks he's getting drafted because his uncle is the Pistons front office. So yeah, if he
doesn't get drafted,
I'll never root for them again.
If he doesn't get drafted, he probably still will get hired into their front office at some point.
Some people thought that he was just saying he's declaring for the draft as in he's going to go work for the Pistons in the office. But he's also dumb, so I don't know what he's going to do.
I could see that.
He's like a walk-on at Bowling Green. He's not even
He's
good.
also dumb, so I don't know what he's going to do.
He didn't even like play. It's wild.
If we take him, it's all over.
He has zero skill. I would argue that the three of us are just as good as this guy.
Well, yeah, especially after your performances in the pickup league.
I mean, you throw us out there, we get 10 wide open threes in a D1 basketball game. We'll probably make 2. That's all you got to do to be as good as
For
this guy.
sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
This is all you have to do. You can be horrendous.
Speaking of NBA, we'll just stay on this. The finals. I think we previewed, Evan, Cody, and I, Dallas Celtics, even though Dallas hadn't clinched. They spanked Minnesota in a game I thought Minnesota would for sure win. It was embarrassing. Luka had like 20 points in the first quarter. Alex, where's your level of excitement or intrigue with this upcoming series that starts on June 6th?
Thursday. I've always loved the NBA Finals. I'll probably get some heat for that, but I'm like a big NBA Finals guy. I love watching the NBA Finals. The problem is I don't like the Celtics for obvious reasons, and I don't like Kyrie, so I don't really know what I'm rooting for. I guess Xavier Tillman's in the Celtics.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for good basketball. How about that?
Okay.
An
So you're the
7-game series would be cool.
You're for
I
sure
will
the
watch every
one
game.
that gave me shit for being not disliking the Celtics because I like them
Yeah, you
the last
shit
few
on
years. Because we're so bad, I don't feel like we have any rivals.
Yeah, but I'm not allowed to like LeBron from something that happened in 2003.
And that's just more his behavior. Did you know this about
Boston gets to win everything? I don't like Boston as a sports city in general. It's not
Did
really
you-
the Celtics.
Yeah, they do. But not as much though. The Patriots are trash.
The Bruins are in the playoffs every year. The Celtics are in damn near the finals every year. They're a very lucky sports town.
Red Sox are awful. They traded away Bogarts and Mookie Betts, which is insane. Like we thought trading away JD and Verlander was bad, which it was, but trading away Mookie Betts is one of the dumber things I've ever seen in my life.
They want to pay him.
Did you notice about our friend Evan, Alex, that he's a huge Jason Tatum guy?
He's a huge Giannis guy.
He's a huge Jason Tatum guy.
I'm on the Jason Tatum fan.
Loves him.
I think maybe that's partially due to the fact that one of our friends, won't name him, Cody, always dumps on Jason Tatum like every series, and I don't really know why. He just thinks he stinks. He always thinks he's overrated and says he can't win big games. There's like multiple text messages from him.
He's in the finals. He's been back-to-back finals.
He's been to the Eastern Conference Finals like 7 years in a row.
But that's Cody's. He does that to those that he likes the most. He's hard on the ones he loves the most.
I don't know. But anyways, I mean, I don't have a problem with Jason Tatum.
Oh, I found one from May 5th, 2023. Jason Tatum is a bad man from Cody. I think he goes back and forth. But that's what the fan base, that's what everyone does, because the thing is with Jaylen Brown, he's really good too. So when Jaylen Brown takes over, it's like, But then, yeah, you flash forward to
turnover Brown is going to show up again.
Turnover Brown. Can't dribble to his left Brown. Cody did say on this May, a year later, this Tatum fella is so overrated. So, yeah, I guess it's either bad man or it could be overrated.
Grant, I just found a text from you. You
What?
said that Cade Cunningham, before we drafted him, is the love child of Jason Tatum and Luka Doncic.
That's still where
tough. Now that they're playing in the finals against each other, you think he is a combination of the two of them?
That's my hope for him. I still think he can be really good, like top 5. I know, dude. We need to surround him. He's so good, though. Cade is so good. He could be as good as SGA easily. Luka, probably not. Luka is a different tier.
Tough text to read. That was from 2021.
That's a funny text, too. Like, just on paper, that's a funny text.
Because I said I'd be devastated if we don't draft Cade. Because you were saying that we might draft Jalen Green. And then you said, passing up on Jason Tatum and Luka Doncic's love child will suck. Good thing that will never happen.
Damn, dude. Yeah, we were so happy back then. To the next Detroit team that is underperforming, or they're about 500, but we got the breaking news that Evan said about Torkelson going down. As the biggest Torkelson fan on the planet, Evan, your thoughts on what this stretch is in his career?
He got to get his mind right for hitting. That's all he is known for, basically, because we moved him from his third base position in college to first base. And everyone's right. I mean, he has to produce, and he's on a rough stretch. And I saw a stat today. It's like if you take away the Blue Jays game, where we like won 14-11, if you take away that game, he's like 0 for 35 or 0 for 40 or something like that. It's not good.
Dude,
it's rough. And I think he does feel the pressure, but now it just keeps on mounting. And how do you dig yourself out of that in a short period of time? Because the team is trying to push for the playoffs. Not much hope, but you are also like the number one person that's supposed to produce for the RBIs. You're supposed to be the 3-hole hitter, 4-hole hitter in the lineup.
Not 9.
For both of you, I guess, but Alex, because you love to make fun of me about it. Projecting the future, putting your opinion out there. Do we think this is going to turn into Torkelson becomes Evan's Jeff Okuda as he was to me? Or do we think Torkelson can kind of revive himself and we don't have to go down that path where he gets traded to the Falcons for a bag of popcorn?
I mean, he did produce last year in moments. Like, he's not
30 plus home runs.
There is something to look back on for him. He's not like a complete bust. But would I be surprised if we like traded him away at the deadline because he stinks right now? No. Especially with new management, and then he'll just be a lost puppy and we'll never see him again. I think that definitely could happen. But I will say that it doesn't. I think he'll just be a mediocre player forever in Detroit.
Jeez. That would be so sad. I think, again, this is coming from someone who doesn't have Bally Sports because I'm waiting for them to get bought by Amazon, streamed on there. But the clips I see of him, like Tiger's Twitter that actually tries to break down his stuff, he looks so much more robotic than he did in college. I understand you have to change to pitching, but I would always err on the side of swinging more like you did in college, which what got you drafted number 1 overall, than trying to like change things and make things more compact for the MLB. I think he just needs to let it rip. There's this weird thing he does. There's one Tigers account that always will tweet about it, where like he'll take pitches right down the middle, but like he doesn't even track the ball. He just like keeps looking at the pitcher. There's all these screenshots of like the ball crossing the plate, and he's not even like, he's just looking at the pitcher still. I don't know what his like mental game is at the plate. Like when Evan says he needs to get his mind right, it's cliche, but I think that's actually like the biggest thing. That's whatever's going on in his brain. I don't know. Like I said, I advocated that they need to hire Miguel as swing coach. He needs to take anyone struggling out, get wasted with them on tequila shots, eat some tacos, and like show up to the park hungover and just don't even think about hitting a baseball. Just do whatever comes naturally to you. Because I would love to spend a day in Spencer's brain, but it maybe a little Jordan Spieth like maybe feels like there's a lot of thoughts going on up there.
Don't you dare bring him into this conversation.
Jordan Spieth's highs have also, yes, they've been higher than Torkelson's, but in terms of
Jordan
thinking,
Spieth was a top 50 highest paid athlete last year. Don't talk about him.
well, endorsements though, that's not.
Well, he still made a lot
skill.
of money, of course. He still made a Ryder Cup team. He's still top 20 in the world.
Yes, but anyone can make those.
Spencer Torkelson is not top 20 at first base.
Correct.
So,
Which is tough.
Not bringing
Well,
Jordan Spieth.
Well, no, it's truly the end of his days when Evan finally gives up on him. But until then, we're going to hold out hope that
Evan
he
doesn't give
is
up on
okay.
players. He thinks that Joey Hauser's better than Chet.
He is.
If you catch Evan on the right moment, though, he'll sneak in like, yeah, it didn't work out. Like, he'll let you know secretly. He's done it with Hutch, where like he makes fun of Hutch, but secretly, when you really listen,
I don't think he likes him.
He may not like him, but he knows he's good. Deep in his heart of heart,
Still sucks.
he does. He's not ready to come around on that yet. It kind of feels dirty because my favorite Tiger got called up to send Torque down. I believe it was the same move. I'm guessing, but Malloy in the bigs, and I'm very happy Malloy's up. What I like, and I'm happy Torkelson went down. I think it's best for him right now. They've let him run 3 months into the year almost, and nothing yet. So, well, 2 months into the year and nothing yet. So I think it's best for everyone. I hope Malloy absolutely rakes. I want him to never go back down to AAA.
Since we're just on the Tigers, just wanted to say it's a shame that, Scuba will probably win the AL Cy Young and our team will be sniffing the postseason. So just wanted to mention that. He's having a hell of a year.
Yeah.
Only games I watch are when he pitches. That's it. Don't care about any of the rest of the players.
I like
Casey
my
Mox
guy
still on the team.
Yeah.
Evan's gonna have to swallow that one soon too. It's gonna be a tough stretch for Evan.
Well, injury hurt him.
There's a chance that Al Avila goes down as the worst first overall drafter of all time.
The worst GM in baseball history.
Well, yeah, but you could easily say worst number one overall drafter because Mize and Torque were both 1-1s. But still, the book is not written.
He drafted Kerry Carpenter. He's kind of good.
He got hurt though. He's gonna be out for he stress fractured his spine. Yeah,
a lot of hits.
A lot of hits.
Like a lot of hits and misses.
It was more his trades were absolutely horrendous. He couldn't trade and get any value back.
I got a bag for JD.
Okay.
Let me get that catcher. What was his name? What was that catcher we got in one of our big trades?
Jake Rogers?
He's on the team.
Jake Rogers. He's still there?
He's on the team, bro.
Holy shit, dude.
Remember we signed Tucker Barnhart? I thought he'd be a dog. That didn't last long at all.
Remember when we thought that it wouldn't take 11,000 years to rebuild a baseball team, but it turns out it takes a century?
Yeah, unless you're any
also
other
didn't realize
team,
until
like
the other
Royals,
day that after we went to the World Series in 2006, we didn't make the playoffs again for like 5 years.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense though, because that team before was like the worst team ever, and then they somehow made the World Series like the next year.
Overachieved, and then we did make the playoffs the following year.
But we were like well above 500 like every year after that.
And that was an old roster. Then we had to buy our new roster, and we bought our new roster, and
then our like good run was only 4 years.
It felt longer.
It was only 4 years because I looked it up the other day. I'm like, when was the last time I had happiness in baseball?
People forget Johnny Peralta, or no, not well. He cheated too, but Kenny Rogers cheated in 2006. People forget.
No one forgets that.
People forget.
Shit on his
he was our only win in the World Series.
In the two World Series we played, the only win.
Yeah, and Johnny Peralta took steroids and was a beast.
I rewatched the Pablo Sandoval 3-dinger game.
Why do you keep watching bad ones?
Everyone talks about baseball, and I just try to relive my glory days, and then I just stumble into the bad moments.
Watch the good stuff.
Nelson Cruz.
The
Orioles. Can
They're good now. Talk about a team that rebuilt right.
Talk about a team that isn't rebuilding right. The Detroit Tigers. Next topic.
NCAA video game. Are you guys getting it right away?
Rebuild correct in that.
I'm going to rebuild. First question.
I'm going to get it the week after.
Logistics. Evan, does your console, is it new gen or whatever
I have no idea what console I have. I don't think it is. I think I have to get a new one, which is not going to happen, so I'm probably not going to have the game in time.
That's what I'm debating too. I don't know if I'm going to get this game right away, even though I'm going to want to. I'll just wait to see what people say. I think I'm going to wait.
I'll have this game by August 1st. Roughly. No, actually, okay. I'm going to be out of town.
And you can let us know.
Second week of August, I'll be ready to play.
I'm when I was a kid, I don't really play video games now. I will for this, but I know myself. I like to play the game when the season is going on because I just get all in on that sport. So I'll be able to make the whole summer without really having the itch to play this. But I know when we get right near September, I'm going to want it bad. I'm going to want it really bad.
I think as soon as August hits, you're going to want it bad.
I want to play it now.
I want to try it now.
I mean, we're in the dog days of no sports that are that exciting.
Yeah.
I could have used on a big stretch of just baseball and golf.
I could have used it this weekend bad. Boys weekend, just do nothing but just build a dynasty.
Nothing on last night. Should have been a great time to play some NCAA.
Yeah.
You'll want it. You'll want it right when everyone starts playing it, and we're like, "Oh my god, I just rebuilt Princeton into the national power." You'll be like, "Oh, Princeton, dude, I want to play."
Where are you gonna play first? Like, what game mode are you going for?
Well, what I always used to do when I would get a new game is the first thing I would do is just go right into a game. I'd play a game just to see how everything feels.
Yeah.
So I'd do Michigan State against either like Michigan or
Notre Dame.
Just to play, just to like see how good Aiden Childs is. That's what I'll do first.
You're gonna scramble with him. Yeah, the very first play, just test his foot speed.
And then I'm probably going right into Dynasty. And I'm gonna start building my team. I liked Road to Glory, but I like having full control of the team. So if I'm not playing quarterback in Road to Glory, I just get super bored. Like people that like play like corner in Road to Glory, I'm like, what are you doing? It's so boring.
It's crazy. I heard something about the game. They're not going to have the high school mode in Road to Glory.
Yeah, I didn't like the high school thing anyways.
Oh, actually, I love the high school thing for a little bit. I hated it towards the end when you would play it a lot.
It was so boring. I would just score like 45,000 touchdowns, get an offer from every single school, and then just pick the one I wanted to go to in the beginning.
Turn up your difficulty, bro.
Yeah. But one year I did do for Road to Glory, I actually input and customized the Come See Indians schedule and put in like Adrian, Chelsea. It was sick. And I played on Heisman. That was like one of the most fun I ever had, like playing a video game through that. It was awesome.
Yeah, I used to like make teams and like do that whole bit. You'd like do it on your computer. You could create teams.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how they'd be like super legit.
Yeah.
I used to think that was fun.
Yeah.
I loved Ultimate Team.
Cool.
I thought that was sweet.
For a couple months to start the game. I'm not going to play it on the new one. I'm not going to get into it.
I probably won't either. Just Dynasty.
Really, my friend, our text chat will determine how fast I buy this, because if there's an online Dynasty that gets started up, I will rush to get myself in that.
Yeah, I need to be in that. I will not.
Or maybe I'll let you guys do one first, and then the second wave will come through and be like, all right, let's start a new one, because now more people got it.
I think you can just join mid-season.
But you have to get caught up
Evan
then to where
White
everyone's
and
at?
Hunter are the OG Dynasty, co-op Dynasty players.
Mm-hmm.
But they
UCLA
on the same concept.
for Evan.
Dude, COVID, bro. COVID hit, and that's what we did. We did a joint Dynasty.
How is UCLA doing?
Oh, shit, I haven't played that in so long.
Probably you guys are probably.
But we got like 5-6 years into it.
I remember I'd come over and you guys would just like go. You'd be like, "Oh, we gotta play our game."
Yep, gotta play your week. It was all fun.
That's why I feel like it will work like an online. Like I feel like everyone has to like
I feel
play
like
their
maybe
week
we're
to
all
move
just
on to the
holding
next
on
week.
to memories of like being a kid, and then maybe this game is not actually gonna be that great, but we'll just think it's great because it's what we did as children.
It'll certainly be very addicting for a couple months. It's the longevity piece. Like even during COVID, we got addicted to it again. So it will be addicting. It's just how long.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. If I had it 14 here right now, I probably would have played it at least once by now.
My last memory I have is during COVID when I led Iowa to an Orange Bowl victory.
Well, I led Texas to back-to-back national championships.
Yeah. Well, you cheated. You did something to yours. Your dynasty was way too accelerated.
My team was really good. We were recruiting out the wazoo.
Those were funny times when Alex and I would play that, and like we wouldn't even really listen to the other person talk. We would just like talk about our team, and it would just be like basically, yeah, it's cool what your team's doing, but my team just ran for like a touchdown. Oh, that's cool. I just caught a 50-yard bomb, and it's like, yeah, just talking about your own team.
Actually sucked. It was Iowa, and you just ran the ball every play.
Yeah, we won like 14-13 every game. It was like legitimate real life. I just had to get defensive stops and run out the clock. It was a grind.
Can't wait.
Last part of the show, the snake draft. Random number generator. 1 through 5, just so it's not just 1 through 3. I like to give it a couple of numbers. I'll do 1 through 10. I'll share my screen so you guys know I'm not cheating.
Piece of paper.
4.
Alex, you want to be 4?
Yeah.
Evan, what number do you want? 1 through 10?
I'll take 6.
Okay, I'll be 7. 4, 6, and 7. I'm gonna hit generate now. 2, 5, 9.
I can't even see it.
Evan,
Loading up. Oh, that's why it's off-centered.
you're 6. You get to pick 1, 2, or 3. What position you want
I
to be in the
will
draft?
take. Do I risk it for the biscuit? No. I'm gonna take. So. I'll take 1.
All right, he risked it for the biscuit. Or was that not 7? That's me.
I'm not risking it.
I'll be the 2 spot. 2 spots fine me. Alex, you'll be 3. The categories are for the golf draft. You have to take one course. Yep.
The apparel one, does that include clubs or is that just like clothing?
So I
think it should just be golf brand.
Okay. That's fine.
I just think that makes more sense.
All right.
Am I still here? Can you guys still see me?
Yeah.
Yes.
And hear you. Yeah.
Pause. Okay. I didn't know what Alex asked. Sorry.
I just said I would like to change it from golf apparel to golf brand. So it includes like clubs and everything else, balls, the whole shebang. I guess you could choose an apparel company.
It doesn't really matter. It doesn't. I don't care about that one.
That's not how he's going to win the draft.
First or second. I guess you could.
All right, we'll make it like overarching golf brand. Brands you associate with golf. Could be clothing. You could pick one because you like their balls. You could pick one because you like their clubs. Fine. That's fine.
Thanks.
All right. And then course was, it doesn't matter if you've played it or not. Any course in the world. Evan, can you move it a little bit farther away? Let's pick it up here a little bit more. You're good. That's perfect. So we got course. We have club. I envision club as like your favorite club, or like you pick one club that maybe it's your reliable. I don't know. Just a club. Beverage, pretty self-explanatory. Drinking, what you like to drink on the course. Doesn't have to be alcohol. Could be anything. And then miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is just as creative. Anything about golf in general. Anything. Or you could repeat a category if you really want to. It's up to you. But
I'm winning my round. I just won. It's awesome.
All right, Evan, you're first.
Evan's confidence sky high.
All right, golf brands, Titleist, number 1. Got it. Pro V1, number 1 ball in golf. Thank you.
That's your number 1 pick?
Yeah, why not?
Did you do that last minute? Because you just said that you didn't really care about brand.
Correct. I did pick it last minute because I'm just going through my head of what I want.
All right. Grant.
Well, no, I like to spend a second on that pick. Plus of that is the funny thing about Titleist is you had that stretch of where the hats were super popular with Titleist. So that was a good laugh always as well, that you would get a little Titleist.
Still popular. Now most some of them, the off-brand ones just say titties across it in the same font.
Correct.
That's good stuff. Okay, to me, I didn't plan to pick this, but since it is in my lap, I think it's the strongest pick. I'm going to take Augusta National for the course. I'm going to take the Masters course. I think I have to.
I'm thinking it would fall. I was hoping it did.
I'm just thinking if you were offered anywhere you could play in the world, 95% of people are saying that course, just with all the history involved in the course.
Yeah, I think that's pretty.
I would like to play it from the ladies' tees. I don't want to play it from the tips.
It's a pretty good pick, Grant.
Thanks. It's boring, but felt like
I'll
2 for
take,
Alex.
I don't know. This is just like I'll just do the club category because I feel like there's only like one club people will be like, oh, that's a cool club. So I'll take driver. Oh,
hell yeah!
Driver is a club.
That's good for the graphic. Hell yeah.
Then it's back to me on the turn.
What's the farthest driver you've ever hit? Total carry, not just in the air.
Probably like 450 yards.
Probably like
So I just smash the ball, Grant. I smashed the ball.
850, 850-ish.
You wouldn't believe
900. Actually hit one down an airport runway and it went 2,000 yards. Anyways, I don't know what the farthest drive I've hit. I don't keep track.
Seriously.
I don't know.
Come on.
I've hit.
You have
I've
an
hit
idea.
A few over 300 for sure.
All right. That's what I wanted to know. Evan, what about you? Have you ever reached 300?
I think so.
Close.
I think
bet
like
you have.
once or twice. Just like a perfect drive, and you're like unbelievable. Like, why can't I do that every time? Like, well, there's a reason why I can't do it every time because I'm an amateur. I'm not that good at golf.
Yeah. Good point. And then I guess I'll take between course and brand. And you guys already took those. So I'll take a miscellaneous.
Oh,
Whoa.
No, I'm going to pass on that.
Yes. Good choice. Good choice.
I'll take course, and I'll take
He's taking St.
Pebble
Andrews.
Beach.
Wow. That's a shocking one.
St. Andrews is
Good
boring.
pick. That was going to be my second one.
You said you love link style golf.
I do, but like if I will, like for looks, Pebble Beach is way cooler to look at.
Okay. Sure.
Grant, to you.
I'm going. This might be dumb. I'm going straight, boring, bread and butter golf. I'm going to go brand. And oh, do I? No,
Oh, you're so nervous.
I'm nervous because this brand is a no-brainer to me. But they're still on number one golfer in the world's back. I'm taking Nike. I'm just taking them. They got rid of Tiger. Tiger's not with them anymore. Whatever. It's a novice brand, like the diehard golf
It's a
people.
Sloppy pick. It's a sloppy.
I knew it.
Sloppy pick.
I knew the golf sweats were going to get mad at that.
Boy.
I know they are.
That's good. That's good for me. I thought you were taking what I was going to take, but now my brand is for the taking.
But all these people, they're going to throw out every other brand that gets drafted or honorable mentions. You can't look me in the face and say you didn't own a Nike golf hat or any Nike Tiger stuff or have a Nike juice ball that you found or you hit a Nike or had a Nike club at one Mojo. You had a Nike club at one point that used to be big with the drivers. Their clubs aren't nearly as good now.
Yeah,
and the polos.
24. They don't even
Everyone
have
has
clubs
Don't
anymore.
make clubs. They don't make equipment. Golf
They don't
equipment.
Everyone-
make anything golf.
That's what I said. They used to be.
Polos.
They used to
Hats
be.
and shoes. They shoes.
You can't. You have Nike polos. Everyone has had a Nike polo. You can't dispute that.
Yeah, it's a sloppy pick.
Why is it sloppy? Tell me.
I just think golf brands. I don't think a lot of people. I mean, people love Nike, but Nike's
bigger than
brand.
Golf. Nike's
bigger than golf.
It's not niche.
It's not golf.
I will say though,
we'll see how people react to that.
This is
you're going to put a picture of Tiger, and then it'll be.
Well, I really like their new polos, as dumb as it is. I like the little Nike swoosh on the back. Like when Scotty walks up the fairway, I like seeing the Nike on his back. I think that was smart for them. It's like North Face a little bit. Sloppy.
Sloppy pick.
It's such a bad feeling when people don't like your picks.
I'm going to go miscellaneous here. I'm going to go Cart Girls.
Oh, it's a well done pick right there. That's not sloppy.
No, that's strong. I got to be careful with what picture I choose for this.
You got to choose something nice.
I'm going to go Cart Girls there.
I didn't even think about that.
Thank God.
And it's so true because not just like it doesn't even have to be the creepy aspect of the looks of them. It's more just like every 3 holes go by, someone's gonna say, "Where's the cart girl at? You think she's coming sometime soon?" She's always on the top of your mind when you're out there.
Where's the beer cart?
Essential part of amateur golf.
You see that thing 2 holes away, you're waving it down. You're waving. Yep, we need something. You might not even need something, but you're getting something.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a good pick.
And it's a good pick too because if they don't have one, it's debilitating. You really feel it when they don't have one.
Yes.
Good pick.
I'm gonna go.
Yep.
I get 2. I'm gonna go beverage.
Mm-hmm.
Now some of these are get called differently a lot, but I think most popular name of them is called John Daly.
Mm.
So it's a spiked or vodka, half iced tea, half lemonade. So it's a paid homage to Arnold Palmer and John Daly. But it's one of the most refreshing drinks out there. I don't get it often due to price because beer's just easier to grab and go. But a spiked half and half is perfect.
Never had it, but sounds good. Grant.
I'm trying to think. So I did course. I did
You
brand.
have a list. I have nothing in front of me. I'm just going off the dome here.
I don't have of my picks. I'm going off that. I'm looking at the show doc right now. Ooh. The thing is, I have a good I have a good miscellaneous, but I also with miscellaneous. Sometimes you just think of some listening to you guys talk, and I kind of want to save that and take a chance at the end.
That's why I swerved. I swerved on my first pick because of that.
Okay. I'm going to take club, and I'm going to take 7-iron. I'm going to take a 7-iron. I think, for the most part, it's a club that people feel comfortable with. It's not into a long iron, and I feel like you're, anywhere from 150 yards out range, your default 7-iron. And it depends on the level of golfer. Some people that's too much of a club. But I think, especially growing up too, when you have a youth set, 7-iron is always so predominant. It's one you practice a lot with. It's a good starting club. So that's my pick. Club's tough besides driver. I'll be honest. I don't really know what to do with club.
Felt like putter was the next logical choice.
Not for me. That's my torture club.
Okay. So I have 2 picks.
Yep.
I'll take my brand, and I will take TaylorMade.
Solid. That was going to be my other one. Sloppy.
That's what you should have taken.
Sloppy pick.
Also used by the number 1 player in the world and the number 2 player in the world and the number 1 women's golfer in the world.
Yeah, but they're so club heavy.
And Tommy Fleetwood. Evans guy. And Ricky Fowler for that.
One of my guys.
You name it.
More people wear Nike golf stuff than swing TaylorMade clubs.
That's
Sure.
probably factual.
Sure, yes. But Nike's a global brand, as mentioned. Golf, outside of Titleist, I think TaylorMade is definitely overall brand. TaylorMade is probably like just below Titleist at this point.
Might be
I do. I don't disagree
like
with you.
above Titleist now.
Yeah, if they just
With
had
the
a little
clubs.
bit better balls. So I'll take that, and then I'll take drink, just because I want to hear Grant's miscellaneous before I pick my own. So for drink, I'm between two, and I think I'm going to go with this one because it's more versatile throughout a day. So I'll take just a classic, not even really a classic. I guess they're still reasonably new, but I'll take High Noons for my on-course beverage. And it is what I drink most often on the golf course. Just so refreshing.
That's a good pick. That was going to be my pick for a beverage, but I didn't have it ranked super high compared to the other categories. Not to stroke your own pick for you, but they're also really good because I know people say they play better when they get drunk, but you also don't want to be too drunk, and it's hard to get too drunk with High Noons.
Correct. You
can always have one in your hand or in your cart and you continually drink it and you don't ever feel too sloshed. That's tough. That's going to be a tough one to come back from. All right.
Draft for you.
Beverages are gone, so I'm going to say that for my very last pick, so which means I have to take miscellaneous here.
I'm very intrigued to see what this is.
Yeah, I have two. One's like so much better for the graphic, but like one is so much more fun for like my personal golf. And I think I should stick true to myself. And I'm going to say fist pumping with the boys. I think when you're on, everyone's huddled around the green and like one person in the group, like maybe it's a match play and you just drain a putt. And you and your partner are both like, come on! And there's high fives. Then you walk to your carts and you're just fired up. You probably dap up again. That is the best feeling on a golf course by far. That's my miscellaneous.
What was your second one?
Can't say.
All right. I mean, I don't hate the pick. It's tough to explain that pick, though.
It's going to be a tough picture on the graphic. Fist pumping with the boys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't search that on the dark web.
No. All right.
Evan,
you
my
get
last
two.
Club, like Alex said, putter, drive for show, putt for dough.
where you make your money.
There is something special watching people in tournaments. Like everybody can kind of drive now, but like that when that person gets hot from the putter, just like unconscious and making every single putt, it's like it is
Roberto McIntyre on Saturday. 131 feet of putts made on the back nine. It was remarkable. I was watching Grant's Roberto guy.
And then the course,
crazy.
Raisin Valley.
I love that place. I'm gonna pick a course that gets played at every single year. I know there's a lot better courses on the PGA, but they only like so often for the majors or whatnot. It doesn't get played every single year. So I'm going to pick TPC Sawgrass down in Florida for the Players Championship. Iconic 17th hole, but it gets played every single year, so you're used to that course more often than some of the other better courses in America.
Solid pick.
Very nice.
Iconic hole.
We had some good.
And I think all of us would love just to try to hit that island green once in our life. I know we've all played different island greens at different courses, but something about like actually playing the first, like not that it's the first, but the most iconic island green.
And Ricky Fowler won a Players Championship there. So
one time he didn't wear orange on Sunday. He wins a tournament. Some are saying it was Mother's Day. Come on.
All right. Beverage. I have 3 of them swirling around in my mind. And I can pick any of them. Oh, Gatorade. They're all alcohol. They're all alcohol induced, but they're kind of vague.
Wawa.
You didn't say that. I can't. I gotta put my.
If I said
Just give the
shots,
pick,
is that
dude.
too generic? Is that too generic if I say shots?
When are people ripping shots? Oh, I get
That,
it.
I feel like
Shooters.
Al-
I think
along with-
shooters is better. You got to be
Yeah.
specific. What's the?
do I have to pick a? No, I don't want to because I don't like Fireball. I don't love it.
Oh, but that's
I don't
what we
hate it.
do.
I know, but that's what people do. They just take shots or shooters when the cart girl comes. When the cart girl comes, when Evan's cart girl comes, everyone's like, "Oh, Fireball shots," and it's like, I don't
Birdie
know.
juice, Grant. Birdie juice.
My favorite, not to get off topic, but my favorite thing is when you're playing with like multiple groups and then you go up to the next hole and you reach in the hole and there's just shooters in the hole left from the group in front of you.
Wow,
Here we go again.
I've never had that happen, but that sounds really cool.
My dad does it often.
Yes, that group is a fun group to play golf with because it doesn't turn into golf. You know what you're out there to do
The
on the
ending
golf
is
course
like
for 18 hours.
Everyone's on hole 18 and you are not coherent.
I am happy to say that the drunkest I've been on a golf course every single time has been on the golf trip
Yeah.
with those group of people. It's like where the last 4 holes are just a blur. You don't even know what happened. Like I don't even know if I swung
I feel
a
like
club.
I hit some good shots during that stretch. I feel like I lighted up the final 4, even though I don't know what's happening.
So, do you guys think that's a strong pick? Should I just take Fireball shooters?
I mean, you had a bad draft. Like, you're not winning. So it doesn't really matter what you take.
All right, I'll just take those. I'll take Fireball shooters, and then I'm gonna put parentheses birdie juice.
There you go. That might give you a couple extra
Birdie
votes.
juice.
Yeah.
That might help. Yeah. It's kind of cheating. But
A little bit.
Okay. So my last pick is miscellaneous.
Yep.
Feels like it's not like, you know how much like grief I got for the St. Patrick's Day draft? Grant's fist pumping with the boys has to be an all-time bad pick, dude. It's a horrible pick.
Yeah, I had a lot of picks. I could have totally sold out, and what I could have done better because I know what
I
people
could
would
have won
respond
this
to.
draft, even though you're.
I didn't say one. I almost did, but I said done better.
I guess I'm between like 3. I think this draft has been more so about being applicable to to us, like normal people playing golf. So I will do, I don't know how you're going to do a graphic for this, but gambling on the course.
A little side bet action. Closest to the pin.
Betting against each other.
Longest drive.
Closest to, longest drive. Best ball. Like just like
Oh,
the
Wolf.
games you play on the course against people for money. That's why 90.
That's pretty good, Alex.
People play golf.
$10 a hole. That was actually a great pick, Alex. Great pick.
Thank you guys.
a
It felt like
great pick,
I
Alex.
actually delivered on this draft, and it makes sense. why.
That had first round value or second round value for sure.
And I came up with that while we were talking. So
I didn't even
Thanks for the
think about. I didn't. That wasn't even on my list. Didn't even think about that. I was hoping nobody would take cart girls. So
I mean, Cart Girls was the strong.
Bonk.
bonk.
Any honorable mentions? I have a lot where I left a lot on the table.
Quite a few.
I
yes.
mentioned the St. Andrews. I think Alex loves the link style.
Yeah, let's
Most
do
famous
course
link
first.
style. I think that is up there on a course.
I would have
There's
said there's one course that I really like. Well, I don't like. I've never played it, but that I've seen is from Jim Nance. It's like Cypress. Something.
I had it on my
Cypress
list.
Point, I think it's
Yeah.
called.
That, that place is like miraculous.
It's like a more private, bougier Pebble because it's not like
But not well known.
people don't see it ever. It's
What
in
was
Pebble
the
Beach.
what
Like,
was
it's
the
the
Wisconsin
same idea.
the Wisconsin golf course that we won the Ryder Cup at a couple years ago?
Straits.
Whistling,
Wasn't it Whistling Straits?
Bethpage
Yeah.
Black.
It's just
Yeah.
like, if you know the name off the top of the head, you can be like, yeah, that's a good course.
Shinnecock would be cool merch to have. I would like to
Shinnecock.
play that.
Of course.
Oakmont.
Oh, come on.
LA Country Club. I heard that place was cool.
I mean, Michigan, I think you played at Alex, but Arcadia would be one that I always think of for Michigan. Would be cool.
Still got to get out there and play it.
It's miraculous.
What's the coolest course you guys have ever played?
Coolest course I've ever played. Oh, what was it? I loved the up in Bath, Alex, up in Lansing area. Eagle. I don't want to say the name. Eagle Eye. That was a fantastic course. I love Red Hawk up in Tawas.
That course is really nice too.
That course, because you're not on top of your, like, you have some woods, you have some open holes, but like every time you get off the tee box or off the green, and drive to the next tee box, you're driving to like a separate, like each hole is like a separate course.
That course is nice.
You don't just like get off the green and go right to the tee box. You drive a little bit. You're driving all over the place on that course.
Wow, this course, I'm looking at a list of Golf Digest or golf.com top 100 courses. The 34th course is Crystal Downs in Frankfort, Michigan.
That's, I think, reasonably new.
Never heard of it.
We have the new one out on the west side of the state, Jack Nicklaus built. Yeah.
My most fun and unique was probably Gray Walls, but I got absolutely dummied by that course. So
I heard that course is very nice.
It's just so unique. It doesn't even look like you're in Michigan, I would say.
It's not a course that's on my list to play.
Other miscellaneous items?
Let's do club. Any other clubs?
Club?
We'll just go in order down. Any club?
We talked about a little bit at Grant in your sand bunker fiasco, but there's something about like putting a wedge close to the pin and sticking a dart with a wedge. I'll say wedges. I would say like 56, like around the green, or like 115, 120 in.
Your favorite wedge.
Yes.
I know.
Then also, I would say a club that I can never hit, but I love watching people hit it, is like a 2-iron, 1-iron, just a driving iron. Just absolutely.
Cool club. It's very hard to hit, though.
It's very hard to hit. I just love watching people hit that because it comes out so low and it just.
You hit it well. It's
visually appealing. The sound's perfect. You can hear the wind behind the ball.
So that's what the wedge, I was going to say, like my set is called a utility wedge. I was going to say that, but I thought that'd be so boring on a graphic. But the concept was there of like, yeah, I love whatever your favorite wedge is. Everyone has that. And it's like, even if the yardage may not be exactly right or whatever lie you have, like, oh, I'm going to go to this club because I like it the most and I'm most comfortable with it. I feel like everyone has that.
That's about it.
I always resort to. The other one that's sneaky awesome when you hit it is a hybrid. When you pure one of those off of a fairway, it's amazing, but it's just I don't do it often enough.
Hybrid, 3-wood, something like that.
I was gonna say a 3-wood. If you can be consistent,
it's like certain situations.
3-wood.
Certain situations, like par 5s, Alex, like you just pipe a drive and then you're still on a true course. You're still another 300, 200 some yards out, and then you pipe a 3-wood, and you're like, holy, I'm chipping or putting for eagle. That's when you're like, this 3-wood's unbelievable.
Yeah, my 255 3-wood that I hit 3 weeks ago.
Damn.
I still think about that.
Go to bed just like 255.
Like, God, that was a sick shot.
Beverage.
No more clubs. Bloody Mary in the early morning round.
I did. That was what I was going with.
I didn't even have that on my list.
Based on Evan's reaction, I should have done that.
God, I didn't even have that on my list.
For me to drink.
True, because you're only getting it in the morning, but like that Bloody Mary hits differently on the course.
It's very nice. It gets the jitters out, gets you loose. It's good.
Can I say something about those though? Maybe it's my problem, but
it makes you poopy.
If let's say it's
drink it too fast, so you get another one right away. Oh, that's better.
No, it's the opposite. We're like
fast enough.
Yes, like let's say it's a 9:30 tee time and it gets hot fast by like 10:30. You kind of don't want tomato juice anymore, and then I have like a melted ice bloody juice that I feel like I have to finish, and then I want other alcohol so fast.
Bloody juice.
Bloody juice. You need a water to cleanse your palate before you can start drinking other booze when it gets to that level.
I've never had one, but transfusion, they're pretty popular on the golf course.
They are very popular. I wanted to pick that, but I can't like just be like, yeah, transfusion.
I couldn't pick it.
Be like, oh, when'd you have it?
Had one.
Be like, oh, I never had it.
I was gonna try to play to the graphic and just say like light beer because that was still available, but that wasn't like true to me
in general. A crisp
I'll
200
shout
at
out-
6 p.m. before you tee off on the league. That hits hard.
Ugh. I'll remind myself to send you guys photos, but in the July 3rd scramble they play at Pictured Rocks course in Munising. I played in 2 years now. It'll be my third this year. This course, people just drink it. I don't know if they only drink them for this day, but they're called Green Monsters. They're quite honestly like the most delicious golf course drink I've ever had, but I don't like they're not popular. It's like all it is
This
like
is
a
when you
lot
threw up.
later that like I didn't throw up. Later that night.
Yeah,
At
yeah.
the end of the
off the boat.
at the
Weren't you on the boat?
no, that was a different time.
Oh, it's all
There's a
pushing
memory
together.
that goes
No,
through.
yeah, this is gonna sound bad, but no. That was a full day of drinking the Green Monsters, but you have them. They're like a lime vodka, which is unique. I feel like there's not a lot of just you drink a lime vodka, and then I basically think they add like green Powerade, and it's so delicious. It is like the most perfect like lime and lemony delicious drink, and you drink them at like 8 a.m. You get to the course and you're Green Monster, please. You get these nice to-go cups, and you just hammer them the entire round.
Your freshman roommate didn't buy you a bottle of lime Ciroc for your 19th birthday?
No.
Not a true
Just
roommate.
mine?
What was his name again? I forget.
Johnny.
Yeah, the Green Monsters, so good.
That guy was funny.
Really funny kid.
I might ask how they make them this year so I can take the recipe.
Arnold
Golf-
Palmer, if you don't drink, I feel like that is a golf drink.
Sure, I guess.
But I would
Golf brand? Any others that are?
I mean, there's a million.
There's a lot. Puma?
Callaway.
Barca's getting popular. Barca's getting popular. What are the brands that people wear all the time?
Peter
You're right.
Millar.
You know what
Malbon.
brand I don't really see people wearing a lot
Malbec.
is I don't really see people wearing Adidas
No.
on the golf
They don't
course that
really
much.
Shoffley.
sell nice,
Isn't he a
but
Shoffley Adidas
I think
guy?
he's the
good
only
shoes.
one.
A lot of guys
Morikawa
wear
is an
shoes.
Adidas guy.
Puma's into shoes.
Ludwig.
Under Armour.
Oberg.
Spieth. I'm not an Under Armour guy.
No one's Under Armour except Spieth, pretty much. And that's about it for clothing.
Ping. Ping's a big clubs.
Ping's a big club. They have clothes. Or
Yep.
They have hats, but they're not great.
No. Travis Matthew to get more lifestyle brand. They got good stuff.
They got a lot of clothes. Kind of expensive.
Yeah. Miscellaneous, the most open-ended.
FootJoy.
FootJoy.
They're really popular in golf.
Oh yeah.
Polos too.
The gloves.
Like everything.
FootJoy glove. I feel like it's the first thing I remember seeing at Raisin Valley's.
I guess Callaway.
Yeah, I said Callaway.
Miscellaneous. The one that I thought would just be a easy slam dunk would be hot dogs at the turn, or food at the turn.
That'd have been
I
so
know.
much
I
better
probably
for your
should
pick, right?
better than fist pump, but I love fist pumping with the boys. I don't love hot dogs at the turn that much.
Speakers on the course, live music, playing your
Yeah.
music in your car.
I thought about speakers. The 19th
Music-
hole.
It's the 19th hole.
Oh, that's the pick. How do we not? The post round debrief with the boys, and you just go through like,
Hole.
damn.
Extra
the-
holes after you're done when it's dark out. I feel like it's very specific to some people, but it is
It's
incredible.
very specific to some people, but you had to be there. Had to be there.
What about just golf carts? Without golf carts, you
The fancy GPS golf carts. Those are the ones.
Push carts.
No.
Those are nice.
But also on the other hand, Alex, the golf carts are like GPS is so accurate that it's like, oh, you're in a restricted area and you can't go forward anymore, so you have to put it in reverse. Most asinine thing of all time. It should just be on there. It says, please turn left, like instantly turn left.
Here's another good one, a good feeling when someone gives you good on a putt that you're not sure you'd make. Like, I don't know if I'd give you that. And they're like, good.
There's something about the what about the pre-round poop?
No,
Yeah,
I
that
can't,
happens a
Pre-round
lot.
dump.
I can't say that's not. I don't do that.
You've never pre-round dumped? I pre-round dumped like thousands.
Like at the course, like you're talking about
Yes.
no.
Like in high school, pretty much every tournament.
I
I've ever
can
played,
honestly
get
say
nervous
I
and
don't
poop
think-
before.
I don't know if I've ever shit at a clubhouse.
That cannot be right.
That is crazy. I've shat at raisin at least like 4 times, maybe 5, maybe more.
I've shit at racing, but I like working, and I wouldn't go to the clubhouse.
Pre-round or post.
I don't think I've ever shit pre-round or.
What about whipping out the willy in the woods and taking a pee during the round?
Oh, peeing outside.
Yep.
That's great.
Peeing outside. This is a classic Grant move because I just am so bad. The guy in the tee that says breakfast ball every time. Like I'm a breakfast ball guy, so I always try to get one for the group.
A lot of phrases. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Everyone pick it up.
Hike up your skirt or whatever. Like just the classic. Take your pants off. It's not past the ladies' tee, but you just have all those phrases.
A lot of good golf phrases. There's a lot of great stuff about golf. It's the best. It's just the best. I love golf. What about the pre-round driving range shanks? You look over to the guy right, just chunking and shanking balls.
Well, the best part of that is like you're trying to focus up and trying to hit a couple good shots.
Trying to get ready.
Either your playing partner or somebody else, and you just hear them just absolutely shit. They're just absolutely destroyed. Like that's gonna be a long round for you, buddy.
You good over there?
I think Miscellaneous would be playing around with Garrett Gillen. It's a different experience.
What about the guy in the first hole that hits his putt way by? It's like, whoa, the putting green was this fast.
These greens are fast.
Practice green was nothing like this.
The last two I have. This goes to Alex's point, but pre-round negotiations for whatever gambling you're doing, like negotiating strokes, is always so big.
Because Grant cheats. Anyways.
Oh, I just saw another one. Could be circling birdies on the card. Another great feeling about golf when you circle that birdie.
Especially when you're doing your own scorecard or you're driving the cart and you get your own birdie and you're just sitting.
You pull up and you go
so slow. Yeah, that's a birdie. You don't even care about everybody else's score because you know what you got, and then you're like, "Oh shit, yeah, hey, what'd you actually get on that hole?
Would you make a 5? All right, birdie."
Yeah.
And then the other one I just thought of is when you get a favorable bounce, which the best bounce being if you hit a tree off a drive and it kicks into the fairway. That's a huge pop from the group every time.
I would say yes, it does. Oh yeah,
huge pop from the group.
What about when you like putt a 3-footer and miss? You're like, oh no, I would have made that. It's good.
Somebody says good, but you putt it anyways, and then as you're about to putt, you're like, exactly miss.
Yeah.
Someone losing their temper, usually throwing something.
The putter throw.
I actually love watching people lose their temperature on the golf course. It's like, oh Jesus Christ, buddy!
You didn't want to do anything other like outside of us playing golf, like major championships, the Ryder Cup.
No, Ryder Cup's good.
Spieth.
No, miscellaneous is just Jordan Spieth.
The 16th hole of the Waste Management.
Damn, the one that I really regret was the 19th hole. That should have been on someone's board.
Yeah, I thought of it afterwards.
Can I fist pumping with the boys? So tough.
That's one of the worst picks of all time.
This is how Alex fell out of the St. Patrick's Day draft.
Yeah, but at least I knew I was going to stink at that. You just had a terrible slot.
Beads.
You drafted a running shoe company for your golf brand.
I mean, they were the sponsor of Tiger Woods. Let's not act like they're nothing to the game of golf.
Tiger Woods has his own brand. It's called Sunday Red, and it's an entity of TaylorMade, which is my brand.
Yeah, and it's ass, respectfully. All right. That's the show.
Vote for me.
It's episode 169.
Cheers.